10 years ago, Philip Hall's life changed forever, and at times it appeared it may be over, but today he's a living, breathing miracle. In the spring of 2005, 42-year-old Phil Hall was active, athletic, and vibrant, or so it seemed. Then he was rushed to the hospital for shortness of breath.
I had like chills, was really hot, I could not cool off. It just felt like I was just burning up.
Phil learned he had a deadly heart problem, cardiomyopathy. Doctors tried several surgeries, including replacing an aortic valve, then implanting a pacemaker.
My heart started enlarging, and it got 6 times normal size of a normal heart.
Doctors decided to try another procedure to adjust the rhythm of his heart.
We were talking before the procedure alone in a room. They're about to take him, and he said, "I don't feel so good." And his eyes started to roll back, and I just started screaming in the hallway for anybody nearby, and it seemed like it took forever. And they shocked him, jumped on him, pounded on him, brought him back 8 different times.
The procedure failed.
I'm sitting in the waiting room, and this whole team of doctors is walking towards me and sat down, and they said, "There's nothing more we can do for your husband." And something inside me, no, I'm not going to accept this.
Phil's wife decided to have him airlifted to U of M Hospital's Cardiovascular Center, where he first met Dr. Francis Pagani. Dr. Pagani brought in a device hooked to a 250-pound machine.
He stuck it on in front of me, and he goes, "This seems to be your only option." And I just looked at it, and I said, "Oh my God."
It was an artificial heart, and in the spring of 2006, it pumped life into him for the next 3 weeks. Those weeks passed slowly for Phil, who wasn't sure what his future looked like. Hooked to machines and couldn't even talk. He says he focused on his wife and his nephew and nieces, who he had raised since his sister passed away years ago. He focused on the dream of one day walking them down the aisle on their wedding day.
Oh yeah, who are like daughters to me.
Then he got word he was getting a real heart.
You were in the middle of eating your dinner.
Yeah, I was kind of eating when that happened, and Dr. Pagani just stuck his head in, and he goes, "Guess what? Your heart's here." And I just kind of dropped everything and said, "Oh my gosh."
That's when Phil says he knew he would make it.
Hey, how you doing?
It's been 10 years since then. Dr. Pagani congratulating him on a decade of new life.
I'm amazed, truly amazed. I think it was, I'm sure he could attest to the success of it, but we were really, really pleased.
Hey.
Coming back to the intensive care and the rest of the center is a homecoming of sorts for Phil, who thanks all the nurses who took care of him. Walking through here is also extra special to him, signifying how far he has come. After his last surgery, he had to learn to walk again.
My message would be, don't give up. Keep fighting and believe in your doctors.
You thank God every day that, you wake up, you open your eyes to another day.
And to celebrate 10 years of new life, Philip says he'll be having a big dinner with his family. He also stresses the importance of organ donations. At University of Michigan Hospital, Tara Edwards, 7 Action News.
Wow, hard to believe he was the first one 10 years ago, and now look at him.
I'm always amazed at what medical science can think of. You keep the guy alive with a thing the size of a refrigerator,
right,
long enough until he gets that help with that donor.
Keep moving forward, for sure.
Good story.